well. There it is. Test of Faith, the first of the qualifiers. We have Nobin, otherwise known as Bad Half, as our first qualifier. One of the few participants that made it through. And he's going to be trying to prove.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Okay.
It's your boy.
That's going to be going on a while. I'm just going to warn you guys. Mason,
hey guys,
thank you very much.
It's your boy Richard Whitty.
He just gifted 50 subs, so you might be listening
hey
to
guys,
your boy
how's it going?
just for
it's your boy
47 more
Whitty.
times. Oh,
Hey guys, how's it going? It's your
big
boy,
thank you.
It's your boy Richard Whitty here.
I'm pretty sure I probably have 2, maybe 3 times the amount
Hey
of gifted
guys,
sub
how's it going? It's your boy.
sub
it's your
viewers
boy,
than
Richard
actual
Whitty
genuine
here.
viewers, if that makes sense. Subscribers.
Hey guys,
You can
how's
see
it
the
going?
rewards
It's your
as well.
boy-
This is nice.
It's your boy Richard Whitty here.
Did he pick up the ancient Django? Was that one of the options?
Hey guys, how's
sorcerers.
it going? It's your boy. It's your boy
It
Richard
is your boy.
Whitty here. Yeah.
Taking down the Witch Doctor. The pillar's already taken a fair bit of health.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy. It's your boy Richard Whitty here.
You had a nice Christmas, did you, Mason? Had a ho ho ho.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy. It's your boy Richard Whitty here.
What a
Hey
cheeky
guys,
chap.
how's it going? It's your boy. It's your boy Richard Whitty here.
What did I get for Christmas?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Some
It's
money.
Your boy. It's your boy
Don't really get
Richard
many
Whitty
presents.
here. Hey
What do you
guys,
get?
how's
The
it
man
going?
that
It's your
has
boy.
everything,
It's your boy Richard
including
Whitty
50
here.
gifted subs. Thank you very much
Hey
there,
guys,
Mason.
how's it
You've got the
going?
number
It's your
one
boy. It's your boy Richard Whitty here. Yeah.
little Christmas present there.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy. It's your boy.
He's got himself a
Richard
badass
Whitty
Murloc
here.
Flesh Eater. They're quite good, actually. They're like stronger ghouls. Because
Hey
they can
guys,
actually
how's it going? It's your
cannibalize as
boy.
well.
It's your boy Richard.
So
Whitty.
I remember getting this guy and utilizing that quite a lot.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy. It's your
Bradley.
boy Richard Whitty.
It could
here.
be your boy. So it's got the right targets.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy. It's
Some
your boy,
fans of Test of
Richard
Faith.
Whitty here.
So emstylo's with me.
Hey
He's the only
guys, how's
other
it going?
referee
It's your boy.
in this
It's your
game.
boy Richard Whitty here.
Just basically analysing. There you go. Look at
Hey
him
guys,
jumping up and
how's it
down.
going?
That's
It's your boy.
cannibalised. So you can
It's
see
your
his health
boy,
going up.
Richard Whitty here.
And we're going to see who can make
Hey
it
guys, how's it going? It's your boy. It's your boy Richard.
through. I'm a bit
Whitty
worried
here.
about how long this tournament could potentially take. Because we didn't really put in
Hey
like...
guys, how's it going? It's your boy. It's your
I
boy.
think
Richard
Mason
Whitty
might have
here.
waited. He knew what he was
Hey
doing,
guys,
Mason
how's
did.
it going?
He
It's
knew
your boy.
exactly what he was
It's your
doing.
boy Richard Whitty here.
It's your boy.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy. It's your boy Richard Whitty here.
Imagine if it was the Tabajo one. That would have gone on for some
Hey
time,
guys,
wouldn't
how's
it?
it going? It's your boy. It's your boy Richard.
Because that was like
Whitty here.
1 minute long, that freaking subscription notification.
USCRNOTICE #rainbows.
Oh, there you go.
Hey guys,
no,
how's
never
it
mind.
going? It's your boy. It's your boy Richard Whitty here. Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy.
The animation
It's your
does. Oh, that
boy,
reminds me. I need to
Richard
move the webcam a little bit. Give me a second. I've been
Hey
meaning
guys,
to do
how's
this
it
for
going?
like
It's your
so
boy.
many
It's your boy
days.
Richard Whitty here.
Webcam.
USCRNOTICE #bunnies.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy. It's your boy Richard Whitty here.
There we go. Something like that. Just delicately move that down.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy. It's your boy Richard Whitty here. Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy. It's your boy Richard Whitty here.
It is your boy. Sacred Pillar. It's got
Hey
that
guys,
health
how's it going?
issue.
It's your boy.
Spend a
It's
maximum
your
of
boy
350 to
Richard
450 mana. I don't know whether we should talk to him or not, but the
Hey
Sorks
guys,
are
how's
screwing
it
him
going?
over with
It's
slow.
your boy. It's your boy Richard Whitty.
I guess they can stream snipe to some degree by listening in. So, but I've got to commentate
Hey
at the end of
guys,
the day,
how's it
otherwise
going?
this
It's
could
your
just be a
boy.
silent.
It's your boy
stream.
Richard Whitty here.
It's up to them whether they realise that or not. But I think he's going to go over.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy. It's your boy Richard Whitty here.
Unless he's calculated it perfectly.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy Richard Whitty here.
Okay, 2
Hey
food
guys,
supply.
how's it going? It's
Did not take the enrage.
your boy
I almost always
Richard
go for the
Whitty
enrage.
here.
Especially if you've got a lot of range units, because you can just... If it's a
Hey
melee
guys,
unit, you
how's
can
it
just
going? It's your
kite him.
boy- it's your boy
And a lot of the
Richard
time it is a
Whitty
melee
here.
unit.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy Richard.
Yeah, that
Whitty
Murloc
here.
can take a hit though, because he gets free healing. As long as he doesn't get the
Hey
stun,
guys,
which he
how's it
didn't.
going? It's your boy
too
Richard
bad.
Whitty here. Yeah. Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy Richard Whitty here.
I'll create another sub
Hey guys,
notification
how's it
at some
going?
point.
It's your boy
Nice.
Richard Whitty here.
Griffin Rider.
Hey guys, how's it going?
That's
It's
a pretty
your
good
boy-
pick, to be honest.
It's your boy Richard Whitty here. Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy.
He's gone with
it's your
the
boy
Priest
Richard Whitty
and Dark
here.
Troll Shadow Priest. Wait, Priest and Dark Troll Shadow
Hey
Priest
guys,
and
how's
Dark
it going?
Troll
It's your
Shadow
boy-
Priest.
it's your
Wow,
boy
what a combo.
Richard Whitty here.
That can't be right. I think it's just those two.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy Richard Whitty here. Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy Richard Whitty here.
Clearing this.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's
I'm
your
going to be
boy-
quite casual
it's
with
your
my
boy
commentary, by the
Richard
way,
Whitty
so
here.
I won't be talking that much.
Hey guys, how's
Mostly
it going?
because
It's
I'm
your
going to be
boy-
doing this a lot.
it's your boy
So
Richard
theoretically,
Whitty
there's
here.
like, what, 5 other participants, and
Hey
then
guys, how's it
3
going?
of those
It's your boy-
6
it's
that
your
make it
boy
through to the next
Richard
stage
Whitty
are going to do this again, like, and this can go on for a very long
Hey
time.
guys, how's it going? It's your boy-
Yeah, I think in
it's your
hindsight we
boy
probably would have made it.
Richard Whitty here.
We probably would have made it like first to level 6 or something like that. You always got to do like a race or something, but you know, it is what it is.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy Richard Whitty here.
That's Ice Cat doing that now.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy.
It almost sounds
boy
different.
Richard Whitty here.
These are 5 new gifted subs from Ice Cat, thank you.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy Richard Whitty here.
It's the longest your boy ever.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy Richard Whitty here.
Look at this whelp. What is he doing?
Hey guys, how's it going? It's your
And that
boy-
salamander
it's
is
your boy
tiny.
Richard
It's like the
Whitty.
bears in Reforged. I don't think I'll get any more than that, to be fair, Stylo. That's not cheap to do that. So, appreciation there. Boom. Week 2, day 3. Kill 2 units within 2 seconds from one another 5 times. The more units you get, the easier that is to pull off. Because you got units shooting off everywhere. It's gone with the +1 food supply, so it obviously was being a bit stubborn. Big old Murloc Mutant, not too difficult, and File Tormentor. Oh, he's got Defend. When did you get the research for that? Oh, must have picked like some random researches. Or did he actually deliberately pick those? Because those play in. He's got Black Gunpowder for the rifles, Defend for the footies. Looks like he likes his humans. It's your boy. +1 food supply. 26 out of 22. Poke him in the eye. Cause him to blink. These are both nasty. This guy's got bash and this guy throws basically bash with boulders. Griffin can't attack either because they're both spell immune. That was a bit unlucky. Don't turn your back on the rock golem. magic immune, I suppose, seeing as this guy does magic damage and he can't actually attack. I don't always remember the specific types of immunities, but it's pretty obviously generic to say that something is spell immune or whatnot, seeing as you can't cast spells on it. Ooh, that Griffin's getting a bit of a beating. That Griffin needs cannibalized. Yep. If you want, Stylo, we can go into a Discord convo. It's up to you. Or if you just want to chill and just type something random every now and then. No pressure, really. This is quite laid back. Storm hammers for the Griffins. How many people do we have to watch? Well, I suppose it's how many decide to turn up. Technically, we have 6 qualifiers, this being the first one. But obviously, it's the Christmas period that we're recording this right now. This is the 27th of December that this is being recorded. And obviously, you know, people are going to be busy. I've got a Christmas dinner later tonight, but that's why I'm doing this earlier on in the afternoon. So hopefully we can get most of these recorded sort of now. Because I thought we've already had Christmas Day and Boxing Day, but they want to have another Christmassy dinner, the family, so... my throat's not sore at the moment, it's okay. I'll be more reactive. Maximum of 570 pillar damage. That's a pretty good challenge, because it's quite easy. If you take 570 damage on a pillar, that means you're having a very hard time. Footman... Farewell. Angry crabs. These are the crabs that you want to possess in Ufa Party. Stylo, did you ever consider giving players the option to change their terrain, like in your lava defense map? It would have to change the doodads though as well, wouldn't it? Ooh. Cheeky glaive thrower. Oh, that poor Griffin. And the... No. See, I was worried that these Dryads would switch in the Griffin as soon as it comes in range, so that's why you couldn't feel like you could bring that in, and you're panicking a bit about the Murloc. Murloc lives a pretty big corpse. It's because he was hunched over. It's actually quite tall, like a troll. Got lots of priests. They're very good for like sustainability. However, they do come to a close, and once they run out of mana, they're kind of terrible because priests have like no damage, virtually no damage. They got terrible attack speed, and 8 to 9 magic damage is like nothing unless it's attacked against heavy armor. Farewell. Oh, I saw that. The turn rate animation wasn't quick enough for you though. He tried to attack his own unit to deflect the hostility from the Dark Troll Warlord, but it was too late. Mortar team. It's got curse on a few units. Dark Troll Shadow Priest looks so cool, doesn't he? What's that? Is it a Mexican holiday, isn't it? Where they celebrate the dead or something? Kind of reminds me of that. Or Grim Fandango. Day of the Dead. That would make sense if it was called Day of the Dead. I haven't seen that animation yet. That's supposed to be quite good. There was supposed to be an animated film about that. I like the ideologies of things. But I have no belief in them whatsoever. I mean, it would suck to be a ghost. Could you imagine that? Like, if you just... it's because I think about things on too much of a practical level. Or a logic point of view. It's like if you were a ghost and your sole objective was to haunt someone or something like that. That sucks for you. Like, why the hell do you want to be stuck watching someone for the rest of eternity? Oh my goodness, how much does that suck? And what kind of an ego does someone have to believe that they're being haunted? Or someone's watching over them? Like, just put it into perspective of that person that then has to watch you. Like, they don't want to bloody do that. I don't want to see you on the toilet. Take maximum of 303 out of 570 pillar damage. Oh, your grandma's watching over you. Oh, I hope she wasn't watching me when I was jacking off last night. You know what I mean? It's like, oh my goodness. Like, if you really just think about the practicalities of it, it's just like, no, that sounds really horrible. Grandma's a kinky son. This priest is kinky as well. Shot down in his prime. Did he actually have mana left, that priest? Oh. Cheeky demolish. The siege are quite annoying in this. Yeah, they get some cheeky hits off. Oh. Orb of Corruption, though. That's a yes from me. Went with the random forces though, and was gifted the glaive thrower. The punishment has been set. I'm being haunted right now by Twitch viewers. In a way, yeah, but that's on me. I've brought that on myself. Whereas the thing behind a ghost is it's forced. Like, you don't have control over the ghost or what it's doing. Oh. Ceiling cat. That's a very old meme before memes were actually called memes. Ah, Griffin Rider's back. And he completed the challenge. Probably going to get himself another priest. And a dark troll priest. No, he went with the 4 random. I like doing that. That's what I do in my latest versions of this. Whether it's good or bad. But if you get 4 random researches and you do that, you know, for 6 weeks, you know, that's 24. You're doing alright. I was really hoping I got that right. It's never good to do math. Just throw math numbers out there. Oh, yeah. I didn't realize you got priest upgrade there. Is it me? Did it always used to tell you the rank and the spells? I don't remember it ever saying that in the tooltip. That's good though. Maybe I can convince Blizzard to actually give us the specific numbers when it comes to speed, instead of average, fast, or slow. And the same goes for movement speed. Prefer more specific numbers. Obviously it might be easier to game the system that way, but it's very useful for custom games. Oh, he's getting ganked by a bunch of ranged casters and such. And a cheeky mortar team. Receive new forces not worth more than 6 food supply. Mortar team. Yeah, no, the priest upgrade isn't just good because dispel magic. Because you're basically never going to use dispel magic because you're never going to have mana for it. It's just good because he gets more mana regeneration as you upgrade through the ranks. So that helps him to continually cast heal. He actually doesn't have many units that can actually attack this Spellbreaker. So that's one of the downsides of going slightly too many magic casting units. Ooh, claws of attack plus 15. Some of these items are really good. The thing is I don't think there's that many units that can mimic the same attack speed as a hero. Like a Blade Master's got a very fast attack speed. I don't think there's that many units that attack that quickly. What is the fastest attacking unit? Ghoul?
A player's forces are under attack.
Knight? Maybe Knight. If he had a Knight and had claws of attack plus 15, he'd be pretty good on him. Take that dragon down. Yeah, I thought I heard a rifleman die, but I didn't see where it was. 200 health. Week 4, day 4. A few more days to go. Can only take 3 more food supply. Ogre should go down quite quickly, so that's a good pick. Macraw is quite quick to kill. And a giant Murloc can be kited, so this level's quite forgiving. One of the things that could make this too easy though, but also kind of cool, is if it was similar to what Nick did in one case, where he actually gave the units the ability to act like heroes, in a sense that they could actually level up, and it would improve their ability, like Troll Berserker. Its Berserk ability would get stronger as it reached rank 1, rank 2, rank 3 kind of thing. So units got like leveled up. They'd gained some experience. But then again, if you did too well on this, every unit would be too strong. You'd never lose. It's a difficult balance, isn't it? Oh, that pillar. The Overlord. Oh, the debuff. Howl of Terror. It's a big boy, this Felguard. They really step out of their selection circle, don't they? In that sense, they're more familiar with a reforged model. They like don't feel like they belong where they're actually standing. Gargoyles, Meat Wagon, Fiends. Ugh, that's pretty horrible level. I don't envy this one. Gonna take some punishment on this level, that's for sure. Needs something to distract the Meat Wagon. And unfortunately the Dryad can do it, but is getting hit by a Crit Fiend that does tons of damage to unarmored units. There we go. Takes care of business. This is really starting to go south now. Glaive Thrower down. Cheeky freaking units have like all the debuffs, so they got Disease Cloud on the Meat Wagon, this web with the Crit Fiend. He's got to try not to pick a unit, but he might have forgotten. It's very easy to forget about the challenge that you're doing. He's gone with the mana. One unit coming through. A fat, slow Salamander Lord. Just trying to get a cheeky stomp in. I think he wants to eat the Mortar Team. So this is actually quite good. Because he's wasting his time trying to devour the Mortar Team. Nice. Magnetar Warrior. Immune to spell damage. I'd almost be tempted to pick the human forces next week. Always feels like that's somewhat redundant though, that reward, because it's like you're kind of skipping one reward. You're not getting a unit or anything like that. You get the guaranteed chance of humans though, which he does tech into a little bit, so it is beneficial on that front. Okay, they're everywhere. Sorks should do a lot of damage to these units, because all of these have heavy armor. And not much of it. So, even though it looks like he's a little overrun, this is a pretty good level. This little 180 health Murloc. Probably going to pick Sorceress again, isn't he? Got Adept Sorks. It's up against other humans and some trolls. Pillar is in a bit of trouble. It's not got many units that can take damage very well versus this. Only the Rifleman. So this is pretty uncomfortable. Pretty very uncomfortable. Even Griffin Rider's having a tough time. Rifleman can't even tank this. No, there's so many loss now. This is so hard to come back from at this stage. And Polymorph really does last a long time. It's got one Sorceress to beat all of these units. GG. Nobin, otherwise known as Bad Arf, makes it to week 5, day 2. Without completing it. That might be something to take into account, just in case like a couple of people manage to get to like the same, on the finals, manage to get to the same day. You almost need to count the amount of health that's left on the units, if that's the case. So you can say, okay, they both made it to week 5, day 2, but there was 1,400 health on this guy's units, and there was only 500 health left on the other guy's units in total. That might be the better way to judge that, if that occurs. Okay, there you have it. First of the qualifiers. Thank you, Nobin, for participating. Do we have another champion? Or shall I divulge into more 4 versus 4 R2? Is there another champion at the ready? Emstylo knows. I'm just your host. I'm just your boy. But I'm not actually in charge here. Emstylo knows the deal. He knows what's up. I managed to change the webcam though. So you guys can stop complaining about the minimap being covered by like 0.5% of a border. I can't watch anymore. I can only see 98% of the minimap. Thank you, Nobin. Is it though? Boom, boom, boom. Oh. Boneless skeleton is good to go. Oh well, let's host it up then. Game name skeleton. Only the participant and myself and Stylo are allowed in these games. Just to make sure it's as fair as it can possibly be. Not that I have anything against you, Ember. So who's Xinz? Is Xinz boneless skeleton? Or is Xinz someone I have to destroy? No. No, I'm just keeping this equal, Ember, for the sake of fairness. So Xinz is skeleton. Okay. He's ready. Referee, and Xinz. I should change the title to skeleton. Change it to Xinz. Fine. I kind of like calling him skeleton though. Alright. Here we are. Xinz, the skeleton, is competing now. The second qualifier. He is human with some footies and some riflemen. Up against a rogue and a brigand and a rogue. Pillar will take a bit of damage initially, but that doesn't matter too much. It's quite good to slice through these and actually have good control. Minimum damage, ideally. That rifle micro. The stutter step. Very in sync. Do not use any major all units health or mana restoring rewards. It's still so clunky, the description of that, because there's so many ways to give units health and mana, and I like what that also includes the pillar as well, because I got punished for that when I gave the pillar health. But it says units and pillar is a building, so what does it all mean? Basil. Necromancer down. Fiend being punished, rightfully so. Archer isn't very threatening. Might go with the Spellbreaker. Maybe. He went with the random forces and got a footman. Pretty good. Spellbreaker is and isn't good. It's a complicated unit in that sense. Some people think the Spellbreaker's overpowered. It's mostly because it's situational. If he's in the right situation, yeah, he's pretty strong. But he actually has like pretty terrible DPS. So a footman might actually be better than a Spellbreaker. Strangely. Depends what he's up against. Have I tried the Lord of the Rings, the Great Fellowship? Is that an MMO? Eridar Diabolist. Chaos damage. Level 6. He's pretty big, isn't he? These are evil humans. Alright. Throw in some fiery boulders. Illidan style. Bit worried about that footman. Skeletons. Ooh. A heal would go a long way. Get some Void Walkers as the Parasite. Because I thought he had the Parasite ability, but he gets like Void Walkers out of it. Dragonhawk Rider. It's an adventure map, basically the story of Lord of the Rings. Well, I've played some Lord of the Rings style maps, like Helms of... Battle of... Minas Tirith. Battle of Helm's Deep, that kind of thing. As well as an adventure where you go around with Frodo. These units have got like no health left. Goes with the +1 food supply. Looks like these units are expendable. Uh-oh. Bat Rider doesn't blow up though in this. Or it doesn't look... No! Okay, he does. Just waits until he gets to a certain health level before he's triggered into it. Damn, that's unfortunate. Escape from Monifer? Why would I escape from Monifer? They've been quite nice lately. Oh, it's a big old Fell Ravager. Gonna lose some footies here. Oh, just one footman. Not so bad. Healing wards. Gets Divine Aid though. Divine Aid is like one of the best rewards you can get though, to be fair. But Healing wards is also really nice. Sacrifice 2 units by leaving the circle. I guess if you had to do it, you get rid of like 2 footmen. But in a way, you should try to use them until they've got like almost no health left whatsoever, because they're still able to do damage as long as they're not being hit. Mud Golem, no. I feel like the Eridar is the only unit left that can be trusted here in this group, and that's not good. Goes with the Tusker healing. Oh, I would have liked that cause of attack +15. There was an Orb of Corruption before, wasn't there? In the first game. Claws of attack +15. Yes. If he makes it a couple more days, he could just sacrifice all of his units anyway. For a big lad. Here's a Divine Force. Ah. Do you get to keep the Divine Forces? No, they disappear. Ah. They don't stick around until they're killed. They just stick around until the end of that particular day. Goes with the heal. Up against some turtles and some scaly creatures. Kinda want a plushie of this turtle. There's a lot of Warcraft characters I'd like a plushie of. Need a plushie of the pig though. Oh man. Do I have like a fan that is really good at embroidery? Like, I'm talking like the pig, the boar in classic Warcraft 3. The one that has like 6 polygons. Like, I really like that pig. I'll show you. I have it. That little guy. Okay, he's got slightly more than 6 polygons, man. I put the eyes on him. He doesn't actually have those eyes. But you could give him little eyes. It's just so cute. Like, we need that pig. It's too good. I need that pig so much, so badly. I'd love a freaking plushie of that. And snuggle up to that. I was thinking about getting a pig, but apparently it's actually a lot of hard work. You need to have several licenses, farmer licenses and stuff like that to actually own a pig. And to have a pig on a leash, you need to have a separate license for that. Claws of attack plus 9. Didn't want the claws of attack plus 15. Obviously the item he got, or the reward, was needed at the time. Berserker Troll, take him down. Knight's moving in. He's got the ensnare on the Wind Rider. And it's just an annoying obsidian statue. What sloth plushie? Yeah, I have one. He's in the cupboard though, and I can't reach the cupboard very easily. This Makura Tycaller is such an MVP. Statistics really value it. What about a little pig? They're called micro pigs, Moradin. A lot of people in the UK, I think it was the 1980s or something, they got micro pigs, but they didn't realise that those micro pigs, like, they were all going to grow up big. They weren't really micro pigs. A lot of the ones that they got. So they got big porkers. But yeah, I'd have a little micro pig or something. Something that was more manageable. I just think they're really cute and funny. People like dogs, I like pigs. Oh, he didn't sacrifice those units. I don't like the sacrifice challenge either, though, to be fair. It's like, some challenges are like, oh, only don't take 500 damage on your pillar. Or the other challenges, lose 2 units. I think the challenge where you lose 2 units kind of sucks.
A player's forces are under attack.
A micro pig is for life, not for Christmas. Absolutely. That's how the phrase goes, isn't it? Micro pig is for Christmas. No, it's not for Christmas. Unless you're having it for dinner. Get a crow so he can swear in the background of your stream. I had a crow puppet. I got it from America when I went there as a kid. It was a raven, actually. It's a little raven you could... a little puppet, and you could flap him about and control his beak. I really liked it. Pet when young, bacon when old. Nah, you couldn't possibly eat it. Whatever happened to my bird? Well, Joey passed on. He reached 13 years old. For a budgie, that's pretty damn good.
Hey guys,
We got 3 other budgies though.
It's your boy,
Bobby,
Richard
Billy, and
Whitty
Chippy.
here.
We demand reforged, not this blocky shit.
Is that so? Do you all demand that? Does Dazzle speak for all of you? Fight him in the chat. Drake being taken care of. Eridar, Diabolist coming in to help out. We went with the Red Drake. I was thinking about it, but it's -2 food. They actually have better stats than you think they do, though. 36 to 47 is pretty good. Like, that's his ground damage.
A player's forces are under attack.
950 health is more than I thought as well. Ah, you got the pillar one challenge. That's good. Dragonhawk Rider to back up the Drake.
A player's forces are under
Sassy Sasquatch. Do you think it's allowed to look up the different units while you're playing? Well, not if it's going to hurt the gameplay time. Should have just played Warcraft 3 for 16 years, and then you'd know what all the units do. Healing salve? Oh, 2 food supplies good as well.
a player's forces are under attack.
Oh, there's a chimera. Shackle that bad boy. Was this Red Drake doing splash damage onto the pillar with its attacks on that chimera? It looked like it was. It's got the center impaler. This dude has searing arrows. Does a lot of damage until its mana runs out. It's up against an Eridar Voidwalker. 68 to 75 chaos damage. Oh, what a Fort Lightning. Double claws of attack plus 9 on the knight are gone. I didn't realize he had those on the knight, actually. Yeah, like I think it was the best unit to have it on. Or a range unit as well. But the knight must have a quicker attack. Alright, he's got Divine Aid. That might give him enough time to sort of recuperate and get a few extra units, but he's still in trouble. Stylo, are you writing down the results, by the way? Because I haven't. I think it was week 5 and day 2 for the last participant. Oh, he is. Yeah. You're responsible, Stylo. Holding you responsible. He's got a witch doctor. But he hasn't got any training. He's got these upgrades. Overclocked is unbanned though. So we don't need to do a will we unban overclocked. And it's not like Overclock's going to do anything to get himself banned again. I think he's learnt his lesson. Tuskar healer. With some pool dwellers. And Hydra hatchlings. And salamanders. Lightning lizards. This is a pretty nasty mix that he's up against. A couple of troll berserkers is never nice to go against because they're just good all-round units. It's nothing great here, but at least the Divine Aid is doing some good job tanking this. Pillar is not looking great. Mana is gone on the Centaur Impaler. So now he's just kind of like a Priestess of the Moon. Without searing arrows. Cactus Pipe of Insight. But you can't fault him for not getting it. He only got a Gargoyle as his random force, which is a rough deal. It's a good anti-air unit, but not much more than that. He's going to be tanking it with Stoneform. That's pretty clever. That's 200 IQ right there. So you got Stoneform. You could keep one particularly dangerous mob fairly busy for a while with Stoneform whilst you finish off the other mobs. Great Void Walker, he went with it. Pretty good damage, but 0 armor. Satyr Soul Stealer, this guy has mana burn, so that's horrible to have to go up against. It's not going to be much fun. Yeah, unfortunately he's failed the challenge, which is going to cost him. Take 178 damage on the pillar. In comes the Satyr. Mana burn on what? What did he mana burn? Was it the lightning move? It looked like it reached the dragon, but the dragon doesn't have. Oh, was it the Witch Doctor? Could have been that. Ancient Django. That was nice. Summon, sacrifice all units. Death Revenant. That must have been tempting though to pick that one. Although he does still have a fair few units. Overlord brings Vampiric Aura and
guys,
the
how's it going? It's your boy.
Motion
It's your boy, Richard Whitty here.
24 months again. Dan's game.
It's the Overlord that just keeps on giving. Doesn't know when to quit. Orb of Venom. Pretty good item. Circumstantially, if you have the micro to pull it off, which you won't because you're still going to get too distracted in this map to efficiently attack each and every single unit once. It's just not practical because the mobs aren't all standing next to each other either, so there's travel time distance. This looks rough. Red Drake's not going to be lasting very long here. There's a fair few things that are causing trouble for our champion. Gyrocopter doesn't want to quit, but the web comes in. Who the hell has web? Was that Ensnare? It must have been Ensnare. I don't remember kobolds having Ensnare. Goes with the Knight, who's got 3-0 and fast attack. Dragon's fine. Don't worry about it. Oh, it's the Queen of Suffering. Say goodbye to your knight. Oh. Well, she's living up to her name. You better pick up those items and bring him down before he solos the pillar. He's doing some really spicy damage versus that pillar. Well, that's a funny way to go down. Oh. GG. Looks like Xinz the skeleton will not be making it today. Do we have another champion who can partake the challenge? Week 4, day 7. Yeah, that was rough. Not gonna sugarcoat it. Who goes last? I mean, I'm thinking stylo. We might not get everyone to participate, but we don't necessarily have to have free today, free tomorrow. We can just basically go off the 2 top times. Can we not? Or it was like the first. It was the best of the first 3 and the best of the second 3, and then they fight in the final. Or you could just have the top 2 times of all the qualifiers and have those 2 people fight in the final, kind of thing. Whatever works, really. And whoever's available to play. But if they're able to play, I don't see why we shouldn't just let them play now, kind of thing. I'm not participating, no. Ember is here. Was intending 3 + 3 + 3. Well, if you want. But obviously, we have to hope that they're here tomorrow. As well. And then the next day after that. So let's do one more player then. So who's it gonna be? So if it's Ember now, who are the 3 people tomorrow? Game name Ember. I don't know who Praying for Statue is. I got 79 ping this time. I'm going to blame that on Praying for Statue. I wonder if he screwed my ping up. It's you? Oh, right. So why do you have this name? Ember. Is it really you? Or is it just Sexy Time playing on your account? Say something only Ember would say. I think Sexy Time might be too egocentric to admit something like that. Okay, let's find out if you're ready then. Aurora Borealis. At this time. At this particular place. In your kitchen. Held entirely within your kitchen. Yes. Can I see it? No. Steam clams. Steamed hams. An old-fashioned Skinner recipe. Well, I must say, Seymour, you do steam a good ham. Okay, the settings are correct, and Ember is playing as Praying for Statue. With human. He's got the footies, he's got the rifles. And he's up against a sea giant, which is kind of nasty, because, yeah, he goes straight into doing his pulverize ability. So he's only got 1 footman on that. Oh, there's 2 sea giants. Nasty buggers they are. They go down quite quick. But the pulverize ability is, yeah, it's a bit cheeky. That was a good Charmers, thank you. What's it gonna be? He goes with a Meagle. a good choice. Do they heal for 5? How much do they heal for, creeps? Is it... I think priests heal for 25, but... they might not heal as much as priests. I don't know. I need to see. When he's going to bother to heal, then I can know. Heal, damn it. Every time I go to check. No, that's nowhere near as much. That looked like about 15. So if it's 5 mana for 15 health, that's no good. So it's 150, it's 600 health in total with 200 mana, isn't it?
A player's forces are under attack.
Nice. Utilizing that Dragonhawk Rider. Bit of cheeky damage on the pillar. Knight. A lot of people pick that knight, don't they? It's a good unit though. Does come out with some reasonable stats. Fast attacking, good armor, passable health. Yeah, well, those two aren't so good. Archers are pretty rough because they have no health, and ghouls are pretty rough because they have no health. The Nerubian Queen. Goes with the +1 food supply. See, everyone always pressures me into like sacrificing all my units, but none of these people do. To be fair, I pressure myself into sacrificing the units as well. Killed the Mud Golem quickly. Don't want him spreading too much slow. Berserk will go down quickly. Ah, he actually has heavy armor. I thought he had medium armor. Oh well, he is going down. The Knight was random forces. Wow. Not bad. I wonder if he goes with the pendant. Goes with the animal war trading. To be fair, that's a good option. That's an extra 100 health, isn't it? Seems like Dragonhawk Riders get more health from it, though, than Knights do. I think it's 125 health. Ooh, look at the damage. Spicy Knight. +3 food supply instead of the +4 that it sometimes is. I wonder why it's +3 this time. Oh, that's a nasty one to go up against, though. Out of the usual level 7 creatures you have to fight versus. I'll be careful about that because he's actually splashing the ground with his attacks versus the air. +3 follows the same rules as +1. What are you talking about, Stylo? Got army bigger than +10. Oh, I forget about that stuff. So it's -1. See, if you know little rules like that, you can manipulate. I'm not really sure about ever picking the Chimera. Am I getting lag spikes? No, not that I know of. Am I lagging? I can't see. Am I lagging? I've dropped 1.1% of frames. Yeah, I might be having a bit of a lag fest now. I don't know why though. I haven't got anything running in the background. The stream is letting us down, is it? Apparently it's a slideshow for you guys. Well, aside from just stopping the stream and restarting it, there's not much I can do. And I don't really want to do that because so far all of this participates into one video. Because we've got 3 people. And we've had 3 people fight. So I might just have to see if we can roll through the rough stages. Chimera's good first as a demolisher at least. Welcome to internet connections. Yeah, if there was something I could turn off, I would, but there's not really anything that's causing it. It's just a random thing that's happened. Ah, I think I know what might have happened. I wonder if my internet connection has been changed back to my one, because I share a network. And someone might be on the computer in the other room downloading something. I might go find out if that's the case. It's what I thought it was. That made the most logical sense. I haven't got anything running in the background, and then I realized when I have to use the printer, I connect to the other network that the other computers are connected to. So if someone else is downloading something, which they were, then my internet connection takes a dump. So it should be better now. I need to reconnect to my own separate, because I have my own separate connection, but I forget to connect it back after using the printer sometimes. Week 2, day 5. There's a couple of nights out to play. Have we got any researchers? He's gone with the plus healing wards, minus food. I thought he destroyed the healing wards for a second there. Why'd you kill the Chimera? Just wondered if there was some particular reason, like you can get better rewards if you've not over like 30 food or something, but the Chimera wouldn't put you over 30 food. What is it, Stylo? Is it 10 food, 20 food, 30 food? That kind of has an impact on your rewards. See, I don't know all of them, so I don't necessarily know. Printer for paper, yes. I printed off a recipe for cookies, but I have yet to produce such cookies because I'd have to go and get the ingredients, which means going outside. Let's go in with the enraged. The pasta sounds quite good with garlic sauce, actually, pilot. Up against the Ice Revenant with Berserk, yeah, Enrage and Vampiric Aura. Vampiric Aura is pretty good with that. It's easier than to use a phone. What was it I asked? I asked in regards to how you sometimes distribute your rewards, like if a player's at 10 food, 20 food, 30 food. You stinge out on the amount of rewards that they get. So there could be some tactical reason for players to sometimes sacrifice some units just so it puts them underneath the food cap. A similar way to how tax works. Yeah, I haven't memorized all the reward types, but they are day specific as well. He likes the harpies. Oh, he likes the harpies. Heal that night. Destroyer is one of the best things you can get. Yes, but there's also a big catch to the Destroyer. Is that it's a 5 food unit. It takes up a lot of food supply. I think I had a game where I had a couple of them and it was like that's 10 food just in 2 units. And they don't have amazing damage. So they're somewhat similar to a Spellbreaker in a sense that in theory they can be very good, but in other ways they can also be kind of slow, cumbersome and hold you back. Yes, the Destroyer is 5 food. It's 3 food because it's an Obsidian statue, and then it's plus 2 food to convert it into a Destroyer from the Obsidian statue. Totaling in 5 food. But you already knew that. It's gonna go black gunpowder. There he goes to the +1. Hates research. Apart from animals. Got 2 healing wards left. It's starting to snow. This is a good or bad omen. 2 Draenei Seers. Nice sleep from the Storm Hag. I didn't realise she had sleep. It's a good idea to keep those 2 separated. Because they can heal. Healing wave. Goes with the Ring of Protection. So this night, 32% damage reduction versus 23%. Extra 9%. Amazing. And he's using it right now. Nope, never mind. It's being used on the Draenei Disciple. Yeah, you can just kite this guy a little bit. Thank you for the celebrations. Orb of Corruption. You have chosen wisely. %6 armor, basically. Effective armor on that bear. Damage mitigation. It's funny. Orb of Corruption's -4 armor. I always thought it should be like -4, maybe even -3. I said that a long time ago before Blizzard actually made that change. It was so freaking busted at -5. So good, Orb of Corruption. Orb of Lightning was only potentially very good because of catching units. So it's like a win more type item, or good versus summons. So it's still really also good. But generally speaking, Orb of Corruption is always going to be the better option. Because making something easier to kill is always going to be like top priority in 1 versus 1. Is that a griffin? It's a griffin. He's got a pretty good army here, Ember has. $31 food. Needs a few people to keep busy over here. Otherwise Pillar's going to take some damage. Probably unnecessary damage. Unnecessary surgery land. lot of people favouring the human forces. Stalling for some mana, I think he was. Claws of attack plus 15. But he's got more plus damage than his actual damage. It's like a hero now. It's got fast attack. When did riflemen have fast attack? I thought they were always average. They must literally just be on the precipice of fast. Like they're average plus 0.01 or something, which just puts them into the fast category. Humans focus videos, my best record on my YouTube. That's some flagrant self-advertising there, Stylo. Also Pillar. Shameless self-promotion. Gotta love that +1 food. Personally, I prefer +2. Ember's army is very good. Like, having at least a couple of knights is very nice for ground tanking. Got the ground, he's got the range, he's got the air. Lacks a little bit in the spellcasting, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Replace a random unit with a Tauren. What did that replace, though? Oh, was it Dragonhawk was replaced? No. I think he got really good fortune there, because I don't think it replaced anything important. What if it replaced the rifleman? Would it lose the items? Or gain the items? It could have been the other rifle or something, yeah. It just wasn't the one with the items. Yeah, it's not great to lose a rifleman, but a Tauren for a rifleman is pretty good deal. Oh, Scourge Bone. Yeah, very nice. 20% of damage. He's got the Tauren. He might actually be able to almost get his life back from this mountain giant. If you had like the rifleman orb and then you just left the Tauren on him, you might be able to, in a weird way, heal up that Tauren, or at least go 50-50. And then you can just sit around and let health regeneration kick in, even though it's slow. Every unit's getting some health regen though. It's got one healing ward left. Those don't stack. Only gets +2 for the enrage. What's he gonna be? Oh, hot diggity dog. This is where you need silence. What's she gonna steal? Yeah, it's the torrent. Something had to give. Like, I would think maybe just have your weakest units fight her and hope that she uses her charm ability, but if she doesn't use her charm ability like anytime soon, you're going to take a lot of damage just fighting her without your griffins, your knights, your taurens. So there's no real easy way to deal with her, because you're just hoping that she uses that charm ability ASAP. Little sludge minions. Gloves of Haste could be pretty good. It's kind of one of the weaker items, but theoretically, with the damage, it actually might mitigate quite nicely.
Players' forces are under attack.
Work out nicely. Knight will do well versus these three. Got a couple of cheeky Murlocs healing each other up. Sacred Pillar at a quarter of the health. +3. Lion Horn, yeah. That should be +2 armor, isn't it? Yeah, because that got buffed. So an extra 2 armor for everything. 30 feet of units is pretty good.
Players' forces are under attack.
Ooh. Dragonhawk already using Ensnare on one Drake. Went through it pretty quickly though. Ember's doing very well. Free flying machines is like, yeah, they're good, but also they can get really killed easily. Goes with the Murloc Mutiny. It's not a terrible pick actually. It will benefit from the aura, and it will benefit from the Scourge Bone Chimes. I think he's got Cripple as an ability. I'm not sure what its second ability is, if it's got a second one. I would think something like potentially Disease Cloud, but it doesn't look like it.
Players' forces are under attack.
Is it Raised Dead then? No, that's the bad guys. Well, he already fought against the Queen of Suffering, so doesn't he have all creeps anyway? +1 food. Also, nice interference stylo. Completely impartial. The way the Wild King's just sort of like opening its beak. Oh, these auras! Holy sugar. What is going on? I don't remember getting this stuff. Queen is special, you let her in. Oh yeah. It's because it's the dream. The dream for the Queen. He's got to be careful with that pillar though. Like, he could just get picked off because of that. Technically he's gone further than the other players so far today though. So he should be a shoo-in for qualification. Frostworm not so strong when he's netted to the ground. I thought the only way you can get her as a reward is when you sacrifice all your units. Ah, it's your boy, Deep Lord Revenant. Packing a mighty punch. Oh, that's a good crushing wave. Maybe a healing war if there's one left. I don't think there's one left. Human forces next week? Went with the scroll of healing. Imbalance mode activated. So this is all creeps, is it? Mm. No warden, maybe. Does put you over the food supply though. So it's like, do you really want it? Goes for the macaw again. 300 mana on this guy. Draenei Seer.
Players' forces are under attack.
This pillar is not having a great time though. It's a good thing for Ember, he got a lot of the good items already, because, yeah, he can't really pick any more unless he wants to fail the challenge. He's missing Kagga's pipeline. Oh, the healing wards. What a nice item. It's Drake. Well, baby Whelpling, really, but...
Players' forces are under attack.
Sundering Blades. That's pretty damn good. It's for the Knights. Extra damage against medium armored units.
Players' forces are under attack.
Yeah, he's lost the challenge there. But to be fair, healing wards are really, really good. Green Dragon, no. Green Dragon. You just lose everything. Vile Temptress. Big old polar bear. Sassy Sasquatch. And snared at the back. Talisman of Evasion. I mean, in for a penny, in for a pound, right? You've already received an item, so may as well go for another. %, less damage taken. Effectively.
Players' forces are under attack.
Ensnare on the Garg. It's got an annoying couple of siege units. One of them's hitting the pillar, isn't they? Although the pillar must have got some healing at some point, because that's gone up in health. Should turn the map dark so you can see all the units. I don't know. I never liked that when it kind of shows the units like that. Doot, doot, doot. Playing the game from 1980. Oh, it's your boy, the Infernal Juggernaut. He actually has the ability to cast Infernal, but I don't think he's necessarily going to do it. Talisman of Evasion again. probably going to take that one now, but you don't have to because he's really strong, so he doesn't necessarily need the Divine Eye. Actually, he takes the Griffin Rider. Supposed to cast it. Two lowest health units die. Well, one was a Makrura, and the other one must have been a Draenei, because I heard the Draenei death sound. So it was like a little Draenei healer. Yeah, I know. I was grateful for that, because I was able to kill the Infernal really quickly and easily. Because he's got crappy heavy armor. Very good going here. Yeah, I'll probably take the orb as well. It's just like, why not stack up on those items? This is on hard, yeah. You cannot get more than 6 food supply, otherwise he's going to fail the challenge. Just have a unit like northeast, west, south, to sort of absorb hits from range units rather than the pillar, ideally.
Hey
but
guys,
not something that's unarmored, because then
it's
it's going to get killed very quickly by siege.
WTiiWarcraft.
No, it's too late,
Merry
Chrono.
belated Christmas.
Banned. Sorry, I'm not accepting it. It's too late. Should have wished it earlier. I think you'll go with the Dragonhawk Rider. Well, I'm surprised you went with that item. I guess that item's fairly good with a character that actually has Talisman of Evasion. But generally speaking, I never really like this item that much because it's just flat health. There's nothing that special about it. It's not actually mitigating much. It's just giving you more health. It's actually really strong item in 1 versus 1 for very specific occasions. For example, human versus undead, vice versa. Hero versus hero. If you're up against a Death Knight and you find yourself in a stalemate situation, it's a lot easier to fight against a Death Knight when you've got 3 periapts of vitality, because he just takes that much longer to have to coil you to death. And that's what those games become. They just become about spamming spells at each other and hoping to pick off the enemy hero before they pick your one off. But it's only really in that kind of circumstance where it's actually really, really good. Otherwise, it's a very bland item. Hosting my own tournament. This is emstylo's tournament, really. I'm just coming along for the ride. I don't get anything for this. It's just free advertising for emstylo. Parish sites everywhere. Statue getting a bit low again, but it's still pretty good. Got Ring of Protection +5. He's got 3 knights that are just soaking this up. Yikes. You still gotta be so careful, man. Like, Ember's really strong, but it can always just take 1 bad level and then everything goes wrong. Good pullback on the Griffin there. Didn't get distracted by the 2 knights doing nothing. It's easy to sort of go, oh, I should be making these do something, but if it means it costs you your Griffin, then it's not worth it. Better for those to be AFK. 1 Griffin down though. That archer managed to sneak another hit in. Kodo Beast? Sure, why not? Got the war drums. Is this a Queen of Suffering again? What's she gonna take? Murloc Mutant? Goes with a hag. That hag's been with you a long time, actually. How is your wife, anyway? Wand of Neutralization is a good item because you can use that all the time. That isn't actually a temporary item. Oh, he failed the challenge by quite a bit. -2 food supply. He's risking it for a biscuit. He needs, like, always has to have units on either side of the pillar to try to reduce it taking hits. You get a bit exhausted though after doing this for so long. Mistakes are bound to be inevitable. What if you could hire a peasant or something that could slowly repair the pillar? So as long as you get the peasant alive, that pillar would effectively get more healing and just like give the pillar 30% health back at the end of this day. But it would take like 3 to 4 days for it to get the effectiveness of more than 30% health. So you have to keep him alive that long. Take like a week. I know you could heal up to 50% or something. There's units coming from everywhere now on the minimap. Oh, the pillar! He's not. It's only because these guys came in to see what these units down here were doing. It's not giving the pillar the appropriate amount of respect. Well, if there's a reward to give the pillar some healing, I suspect it might get picked. Sacred pillar, 30% repair. There you go. That's a juicy chunk of health in comparison to what it was at. So Fairy Fire is only -2 armor because you've already got +2 armor from the Devotion aura. Fairy Fire didn't. Oh no, Rifleman down. Kodo lapping up the rewards. I feel like I'm lagging again. He's probably downloading again something. Or trying. I think he's playing. What is it called? I forgot the bloody name of it now. Path of Exile, that's it. Am I going to play Rust on the 2nd of January? No, that's a very specific date to be playing on. Why? I haven't even played Rust ever. Sorcerer healing. Dragon Hawk Rider might be getting picked off. He's actually okay for now. Vile Tormentor, not interested in piercing him down. Kagga's Pipe of Insights. Actually goes with the healing though. There's actually not really any intelligence heroes, or rather casters to benefit from that pipe. But that would be like one of the few auras that he actually doesn't have at this stage. Don't let the pillar get hit at this stage.
Hi!
Oh,
Sorry
wow.
for the late dono. Congrats on being first place in tourney.
I know.
Part of this dono is from Sparta and Overclocked.
Oh,
He
right.
asked me to ask you to unburn him laughing face.
What? Overclocked. He's got his unban. He's paid his dues. Thank you very much there, Fimp and Sparta and Overclocked. He's paid his dues. At least for now. What is it with you and ignoring this pillar? Like, this is gonna bite you in the butt. He does so well, but he just doesn't quite pick up on that pillar, like the vitality of this pillar. Thank you very much there, Fimp. Oh no, Kodo's down. And Murloc's down. This is starting to... I mean, we were at 35 food not so long ago, and now it's 20 food. Griffin down. It's getting messy, basically. And there's Destroyer. So he's going to have to sacrifice his units. Does he know about the command versus air? We should pause it in case he doesn't know about that. Oh, he does. I think he just typed it in. And that's what happens. It uses up whatever health is left on your units to kill the health of the air units. So now he's having... Oh, wow, that went wrong quickly, didn't it? Thank you again, Fimp. Yeah, that went wrong. He's actually got more items than he can do anything with. He's against an Infernal Juggernaut. Wow. Don't think you're going to be able to burst him down quickly enough this time. He's a pushover if you've got enough units, but if you haven't got enough... Yikes. What can you do? What can you do? I don't think that projectile can even be dodged. I was just thinking if he went down onto an archer and like treated it like it was a missile. Doesn't look like it can be dodged. You had a good run though, Ember. Week 8, day 7. But at least Stylo would be happy that the Juggernaut managed to come through and do something. Well done there, Juggernaut. You done well. Look at all the gold, man. There's so many rewards. Lots of goodies to be picked up. Yeah, losing the Knights was rough. It can quite quickly turn around on you, this. So, even though it looks like it's going so good. Right, there you go. So that's the 3 champions for today, is it? And then tomorrow, assumably, we'll have... We'll have 3 more champions. How does that work, though? We have 3 champions a day. And this is an ideal world. That's if we're going to have 3 people tomorrow. If they turn up and that kind of stuff. There would be 3 people tomorrow. And then it would be the top 3 people out of those 2 days? Is that how... It's not really the top 2 people, is it? You wanted to have 3 people in the final. I think that's how you wanted to do it. So Ember's definitely in. So far. Unless the 3 people tomorrow all do better than week 8 and day 7. We'll see then. So hopefully the people that are due to play this tomorrow for the qualifications, the qualifiers day 2, are available. And we'll play tomorrow. And record them playing. So who are those so far? Do we know? Stylo? I think Fala was one of them, wasn't it? Fahali, sorry. Fahili. Yeah. Today we had Bad Garth, or Bad Arth, Xinz and Ember. And Nobin, who was Bad Arth. And then tomorrow it should be 3 other champions, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's all being winged anyway. Thank you for watching thus far. First qualifications.